What's the chow chinchows? JPH Games here, and welcome to the official start of our Pokemon Diamond Randomizer Metroid Run challenge. In the last couple of episodes, I have shown you the rules of this challenge, and I have also shown you my randomized options. But now is the time to officially start this series. Pokemon Diamond is one of my favourite games of the whole entire Pokemon universe. And, of course, the Metroid Run was one of my very first series on YouTube as Lantern Joe, so it's about time we continued this challenge onwards. As my emulator decides to restart on me. So let me get back to the start screen and let's go for this. Hello there, it's so very nice to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Rowan. However, everyone calls me the Pokemon Professor. Before I go any further, is this your first adventure? If you need advice, I'm certainly capable of giving it to you. No, I don't need any advice, please, Professor Rowan. This world is widely inhabited by creatures called Pokemon. Here I have a Pokeball. Touch the button on the middle of the Pokeball, if you please. No, not that button. The button on the middle of the Pokeball. Okie dokie. We humans live alongside Pokemon as friends. At times we play together, and at other times we work together. Some people use their Pokemon for battles to develop closer bonds with them. What do? I conduct research on Pokemon so we may learn more about them. Now, why don't you tell me a bit more about yourself? Are you a boy or a girl? I'm a boy. Alright, so you're a boy. Yes, I'm a boy. Please tell me your name. My name is Joe. So basically, a little channel intro for myself here. Hello everyone, I'm Joe's PH Games, aka Lantern Joe, or whatever you want to call me. And basically my name is Joe. If you want to refer to me by anything, I go by the name Joe. Everyone calls me Joe on the internet, and everyone calls me Joe in real life too. It's just what I prefer to be called. I'm Joe. Anyway, so basically, I'm going to be doing this series right now. This is going to be our Saturday upload over here on Joe's PH Games on YouTube, and it's also going to be running on Dailymotion as well. I'm going to be putting my episodes up on Dailymotion as well, and a link to my Dailymotion channel will be down in the description below if you're on YouTube, and if you're on Dailymotion, it'll be the exact opposite with vice versa. A link to my YouTube will be down below in the description if you're on Dailymotion. That's what I was going to say. Also, my Dailymotion name over there is Lantern Joe. It's the only thing that's still Lantern Joe. I just can't be bothered changing it over to Joe's PH Games. So, it's Lantern Joe over there, and over here it's Joe's PH Games. Anyway, so I'm Joe. I do occasion I am a PokeTuber, but occasionally from time to time I may do other games as well. And of course, also I kind of do swear in my videos sometimes. I'm very sorry if it pops out. But there's really not much I can do about it, especially if the game decides to play me, because if the game decides to play me, of course I'm going to swear. Emerald did that a lot, and this is continuing on from my Emerald Metroid run over about a year ago, so this will be rather fun. Your name is Joe. Yes, my name is Joe. Okay, so your name is Joe. A fine name that is, thank you. Now there's a boy here, I believe he is your friend. What might his name be? His name is going to be the person who is competing alongside me with this series. He is going to be Anri, because Lord Dunsparce, aka AnriKurokaze, is competing alongside me with this challenge. He is doing a Pokemon Platinum randomized Moemon Metroid Run challenge. So that should be rather fun. So hopefully you guys will all enjoy that. I will be tweeting the hell out of that when it starts over on my over on my Twitter. So hopefully you guys will all enjoy that as well. And I'm going to be really excited to see that challenge. But my challenge is going to be just as fun as well. But we're not using Moemon, because I don't really understand Moemon and all that. So let me go and get Anri's name, and we will call our rival Anri. And of course, if you guys are playing alongside me, this is sort of like a companion series. If you guys want to play alongside me, that's totally good for you to do. In fact, I do implore you to play alongside me, to download a copy of this ROM and play alongside me, because if you do, I might offer a prize if you're recording it for YouTube or Dailymotion. So whatever you're doing, I might offer a prize, depending on like other stuff too. There's a lot of variables that go into this prize thing, but like it's gonna be rather fun. If you're up for the adventure, then let's have a fun and challenge. Anri is his name? Yes. That's your friend's name? Yes. Alright, Joe. The time has finally come. Your very own tale of grand adventure is about to unfold. On your journey, you will meet countless amounts of people and Pokemon. I'm sure along the way you will find and discover many things about yourself. Now go on, leap into the world of Pokemon. That concludes the special report, The Search for the Red Gyarados. Brought to you by Jubilee TV on Nationwide Net. See you again next week, same time, same channel. And it is time to start this challenge too, because we have a literal 20 minutes as soon as I start this. So let me get my timer up on my phone, and we will get the timer up. So in 3, 2, 1, go! Okie dokie. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set the text speed to fast. We're going to go to L equals A on the button mode, and I'm going to go find a nice frame. That does work. That works. Anyway, so we can continue on. Basically, this is sort of me speed running this game, kind of with me reading the text and stuff like that. Because the fact is, I am against the clock. Every episode must be 20 minutes, so I've got to be careful with this. Joe, Anri came calling for you a little while ago. I don't know what it's about, but he said it was an emergency. Okie dokie, let's go and see what Anri wants. We're in our house here in Twin Leaf Town. Oh yes, Joe! Don't go into the tall grass, a wild Pokemon may attack you. It'd be okay if you had your own Pokemon, but you don't, so... Okay, Mum, I won't go into the tall grass. It's evening here, which is cool. What was that about? Oh, hey, Joe! Hey, I'm going to the lake. You better come too. And be quick about it as well. Okay, Joe, I'm finding you 1 million Pokédollars if you're late. Oh, jeez, I forgot something. What did you forget, Anri? Come back here. Hey, Anri's mum. Oh, hi, Joe. If you're looking for Anri, aren't you? He was gone for a second, but then he came running back home. That kid can't just sit still. Wonder who he takes after. I better take my bag and my journal too. Oh, hey, Joe! We're going to the lake. I'll be waiting on the road. It's a 10 million Pokédollar fine if you're late. Okie dokie, so apparently we only get fined if we're late, which is annoying because I don't like being fined. But anyway, we're going to get on with this already. So, here we are on Route 201. I'm going to talk to Anri again. Hey, you saw the news report on telly, right? You know, the search for the Red Gyarados, the mysterious appearance of a furious Pokemon in the lake. It got me thinking. I bet our lake has loads of local Pokemon like that in it. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to find a Pokemon like that. Then what are we going to do? Alright, let's move out. Hustle up. Okay. So what are we going to do with that Pokemon? Hey, if we run into that Pokemon, I'm going to catch it somehow. Because, you know, I want to be a Pokemon trainer. You know what a trainer does, right? He makes Pokemon battle and all that. Okie dokie. So, Pokemon trainers make Pokemon battle and all that, apparently, according to Anri here. And Anri's going to try and find a legendary Pokemon, just like the Red Gyarados. Alright, we're going to the lake. Let's find us the Red Gyarados. You know the Red Gyarados is not going to be here, right, Anri? Because that's Johto. That's the Lake of Rage in Johto, right? What's going on? Professor, there isn't anything out of the ordinary on this side of the lake either. I may be mistaken. Something appears to be different than it was before. Fine, it's enough that we've seen the lake. Dawn, we're leaving. Professor, how are you enjoying being back in Sinnoh? After being away for 4 years, it must be exciting again. There's one thing I can say. There are many different kinds of Pokemon in the Sinnoh region. But this region does serve us well in our regards to our studies. Please excuse us. Allow us to pass. I do beg your pardon. We'll be on our way now. What was that about? Those two? Joe? Let's go and check this out. What's that? Don't go into the tall grass. No problem, no problem. We won't be in there very long. We won't be in there long enough for wild Pokemon to come out. I bet we will, you know. It's a briefcase. Those two, they forgot it. What are we supposed to do? We can try and deliver it to them. I heard one of them say Professor. Wow, Pokemon! What's going on? Look, there's Pokeballs inside this briefcase. Let's battle using these. Huh? Which one do you want then? Okie dokie, so we've got our starter Pokemon right here. So I'm going to pick one of these. So what we got here? We got the Spikes Pokemon Rhyhorn. We got the Spike Ball Pokemon Togepi. And we got the Wall Pokemon Mareep. I'm going to go for Rhyhorn, I think. It'd be better for me, I think, for this series. So we're going to start off with our Rock-type Rhyhorn. Because basically how this challenge is working is you have to pick up one Pokemon of every type in the game. Now, the ROM is completely randomized, so you don't know what Pokemon you're going to get. But you have to get one of every type, excluding Fairy types, because it doesn't exist in this game. So this is going to be my Rock type. And you also have to nominate types based on what they are. So Rhyhorn here is a Rock Ground type. So I don't have Rock, and I also don't have Ground typing in my team as of yet, because it's my starter. So this is going to be my Rock type, because Rhyhorn's primary typing is Rock. His secondary typing is Ground, and that's a crit. Cool. Actually, I think that's just max damage. I don't think that's a crit. Cool. Anyway, still, Rhyhorn is his primary typing is Rock, and his secondary typing is Ground. So if I already had a Rock type in my team, Rhyhorn could be my Ground type. But the problem with that would be that he wouldn't be allowed to learn any Rock type moves. So if he learns any Rock type moves in his leveling up, he wouldn't be allowed to learn them. I'd have to skip over them to gain another move. And if he did learn a Rock type move, I wouldn't be allowed to use it until I could get rid of that Rock type move, because the fact is, you know, Rock is not his typing. Wow, nah, my Pokemon totally rocked. But mine was way tougher than yours. But they're other people's Pokemon though. We had to use them. I hope they don't mind. Oh, there's the briefcase. The professor would have been furious if we'd lost it. Those Pokemon cost us lots of money. Huh? Oh no! Did you use the Pokemon in here? You did, oh my gosh. What's the professor gonna say? This is not good. I'll take the briefcase for now. What was that about? I don't know what's going on here. Joe, let's get out of here. My Pokemon got hurt from that battle. If we get attacked by another Pokemon, well, we may be in trouble. Well, you might be in trouble. I'm not going to be in trouble. I did really well against my Starly. And mine's a rock type, so, you know, normal type moves don't do a lot of damage to me. So, I'm fine. Don't know about you, Anri, but I'm fine. You go on ahead. I know we have to return these Pokemon. They're not ours. But I just want to spend a little more time with my little guy. Okie dokie, so Anri's going to follow us here, and we're going to go and talk to the professor here. So hopefully we got enough time to do that. Actually, we got plenty of time. I just looked at my timer. We got about 11 minutes, so we're fine. Hey, those people, that old guy's staring at us. I heard from Dawn that you used our Pokemon. Let me see them, please. A Rhyhorn and a Turtwig. I see, that's how it is. Dawn, I'm going back to the lab. Yes, Professor. Please wait for me. I think you should follow it. I think you should visit our lab later. Okay, see you. What was that craziness about? I mean, if he was angry, he could have yelled at us or whatever. And he didn't want the Pokemon back either. Joe, we should go home too. What's up, dear? Wow, I can't believe all that happened to you. I'm glad you and Anri were both unharmed. The professor you mentioned is likely to be Professor Rowan of Sanjern Town. I heard that he is a well-known Pokemon researcher. He's quite intimidating as well. Joe, I think you need to visit his lab in Sanjern Town. You need to properly explain that you had no choice but to use his Pokemon. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll understand. I'm not so sure, Mum. Okay. Oh, Joe, put these on as well. We received a pair of running shoes. Yay! Going on an adventure to Sanjern Town is like going on an adventure. Going to Sanjern Town is like going on an adventure in itself, right? With those running shoes, you can get to faraway places faster. Okay, let me read the instructions. You press the B button to dash, faster than ever before. Put the running shoes on and blaze new trails of adventure. Well, isn't that nifty? It's nifty, but shoes do not have instructions. How many times have I told you this, Mum? Shoes do not have instructions. It's kind of weird that apparently shoes have instructions. Anyway, we are going to go further on. What do you have to say? Okay. Yeah, you're not important, you're just standing in the way. Okay, so what can we find out here about Route 101? So we can find Pillow-Swine out here. Cool. I'm going to run away from this for now, because we don't really need to grind at this moment in time, and we're not allowed to grind on screen, so I'm just going to run away from the Pokemon if we run into any in grass. So what else can we find? Bidoof. Okay. The randomizer is not always great for randomizing. I've heard stories from randomizers, especially during the 4th gen, that doesn't always randomize Pokemon, so you still might find Bidoof and Starly on the early routes. So that's annoying, but it's just the way it has to be. But it does randomize other things. It does randomize pretty well. I mean, there's a Muck here, but you might still run into the original Pokemon of this route somewhere. Muck is pretty cool though. Muck would be a good poison type for this team. Hi, I work at the Pokemon Mart. Do you know the Pokemon's health is measured by a hit point called HP, right? If you run out of HP and a Pokemon faints, it can't be used in battle anymore. If your HP gets low, you should heal it with a potion. Here, I'm going to give you a potion as a free sample. The first one's free. Next one will cost you though. It will automatically go into your medicine pocket of your bag. Obtain the potion. Okie dokie, thank you very much, random martyr attendant. And it's dawn. Oh hey, there you are. Please come with me. The professor is waiting. Check this out. This is our Pokemon research lab. Let's go inside. What the? Oh, it's you, Joe. That old guy, he's not scary at all. In fact, he's totally out there. Oh, it doesn't even matter. I'm out of here. Okay, see you. What was that about? Your friend seems to be really impatient. Well, anyway, let's go inside. Finally, you have come. Joe, is it? Let me see that Pokemon again. Very well. You've made it evolve already. No, I haven't. No, I have not made it evolve already. That's just a randomizer, and it's still a first evolution form. Alrighty then. I will give you this Rhyhorn as a gift. Now it seems... Now, do you want to nickname your Pokemon? Yes, I do. I'm going to call this... what am I going to call this? Oh wait, I know. I'm going to call you... Gore. I'm going to call you Gore. I see. Are you happy with that nickname? Yes, I am very happy with that nickname. Your friend Henri told me what happened at the lake. I heard you battled very well, despite it being your first time. And from what I see, there's a growing bond between you and that Pokemon. It's still very young, though. I would like to entrust this Rhyhorn to you. I'm so glad you're kind towards Pokemon. If you weren't, though, I just can't say it. Ahem. Let's move to the main topic. There's something I want you to do for me. My name is Ro and I study Pokemon. First of all, I want to learn about exactly what kinds of Pokemon live right here in the Sinnoh region. To do so, I need to collect data using a thing called the Pokédex. This is what I would like to ask you to do. I want to entrust this Pokédex with you. Will you use it to record data on all the Pokemon here in the Sinnoh region for me? Yes, I will. Good answer. I would have asked you again if you did not answer in the way I wanted to. And we would have kept on going like this until you said yes. Joe obtained a Pokédex. That Pokédex is a very high-tech device. It automatically records data on any kind of Pokemon you've seen. It records even more data if you catch it, though. Joe, I ask you to go everywhere and meet every kind of Pokemon with that in this region with that Pokédex. I've got one too. When you walked up Route 201 with your Pokemon, how did it feel? I've lived for 60 million years now, and even now, I still get a thrill when I'm with Pokemon. You should know there are countless different Pokemon in this world, so that means there are just as many thrills waiting out there for you. Now go on. Your very own adventure begins now. The Pokemon I used the very first time was Chimchar. If you'd chosen Chimchar at the lake, well, we'd have the same Pokemon right now. Well, Chimchar wasn't available to me, so I decided to go for a rock typing, which is Rhyhorn, which is amazing. Not that that matters, though. Anyways, I'm Dawn. I helped the professor out by adding pages to the Pokédex. In a sense, I'm just like you. I've just got a little bit of a head start on you, that's all. I'd be happy to show you the ropes and teach you a few things, Joe. Glad to meet you. Okie dokie, so we're going to get out of here. And we're going to talk to Dawn, but there's even more tutorials. Okay, Joe, I'm going to act as your mentor, even though you don't want me to. I've got a bit more experience than you as a trainer. As a professor's assistant, too. Okay, follow me. This building here with a red roof is the Pokemon Center. It's a place where you can heal your Pokemon if they get hurt in battle. You can find many Pokemon centers in most towns. This building with the blue roof here is the Pokemon Mart. It's a shop where you can buy and sell items and medicine. Joe, since you're a novice, you won't be able to buy many items. But don't let that bother you. Huh? That's right. And you need to let your family know that you're going to be helping the professor with his research. You need to, if you're going far away, you need to let someone know, just in case something happens to you. Oh, but you should go and heal up your Pokemon in the Pokemon Center first. It'll be a lot less scary that way. Okay, bye. I think I'm okay, actually. I don't think I need to heal up my Pokemon. And if I do, I can always heal them at home, because I'm pretty sure my mum heals them for free anyway. So, for the moment in time, I don't think I need to heal. I just need to remember to avoid the grass. So, there we go. We are back in Twin Leaf Town, and we avoided the grass. So, let's go and talk to our mum. Hey, Mum. Welcome home, Joe. Are your Pokemon feeling healthy? Please take a quick rest, dear. What's up, Joe? Wow, the professor asked you to do something that big. Okay, dear, go for it. Your mum's got your back. Oh, I know, Joe. I found something that might be useful for you. We obtained a journal. That's a journal. It keeps a record of all your daily events. Check it out. You'll remember what you did last time. Geez, going on an adventure is, I envy you, kiddo. Oh, plus you're not alone. You got your Pokemon with you. I wish I could go instead. Just joking, dear. Yep. Okay. You'll be right by yourself. Go on and enjoy the world of Pokemon. And when you get exposed to new things, new experiences, new sensations, it just makes your mother happy. But come back sometimes too. I'd like to see all the kinds of Pokemon that you've caught, dear. Excuse me, is my Anri about here? Oh, no, he's not. Oh, he must have left already. What do I do? That boy shouted about going on an adventure, then he bolted. He's so headstrong and reckless, I wanted to give him this, but, not to worry, Joe will deliver it to him. Won't you, Joe? Really? You'll do that for me? Please take this with you, and give this to Anri when you see him next. We received a parcel. Bye-bye, Joe. Enjoy your adventure. Let me think. Knowing my boy, he'll probably head straight for Jubilee City. Please take that to him there. Okie dokie. And this is where we're going to choose to end this first episode, because our time is up for this very first episode. Actually, our time is has been up for a while now, but we were in conversation with our mum and Anri's mum, so we weren't able to get out of it. So hopefully you guys understand that. This episode is going to be a bit longer than 20 minutes, because basically, well, it's the starter episode. But every other episode will be shorter than that. Will be about 20 minutes. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully you enjoy this, and until next time, I am JuicePH Games, and I will see you again. Good night!